This week on Nightly News, we see a familiar face and get the scoop on a former Vanguard Knight.
Later, we take a walk downtown as people get into the holiday spirit.
It's going to be a great Friday, Vanguard.
Because you're watching Nightly News.
Nightly News. Broadcasting what matters. A Vanguard High School student production. With your anchors, Julia Wilson and Will Giberson. Executive producer, Chris Pollock. And a whole team dedicated to bringing you the news. Nightly News starts now. It's finally Friday, Vanguard, and welcome to the 19th edition of Nightly News. I'm Julia Wilson.
And I'm Will Giberson.
So it's no big secret that big life decisions can affect the relationships that some people create.
Although it's true, many people maintain the areas of life that matter most to them, regardless of difficulty. Because Gillian Mangan is always up for a challenge, we get to take a look into her move to Forest High School and how it has strengthened her as a person.
I always just keep things in perspective. My condition is definitely something that I refuse to let it define me.
Our life consists of laughing.
If you ever meet Gillian Mangan, you'll quickly notice her bright smile and positive attitude. Yet at first glance, it is impossible to see the challenges that she has overcome.
I was diagnosed 3 years ago with absent seizures. There was not that big of a deal.
She learned to cope with these absent seizures by adjusting her daily routine. But one day, everything suddenly changed.
I woke up and got up very quickly and went into my bathroom, and next thing I knew, woke up in an ambulance.
As she shows time and time again, Gillian has overcome this obstacle and made the best of the situation.
Even after I had the grand mal seizure, I wanted to view this as a small problem. I wanted to see this as more of a challenge.
Both she and her family have had to adjust to learn how to slow down and take things one step at a time.
We definitely inhale each moment because you just never know what's around the corner.
However, for Gilly, it is the close ties with her family that have made all the difference.
My family has been incredible throughout this.
I'm very, very proud of Gillian.
They were with me every step of the way.
Reporting for Nightly News, this is Chris Pollock with Julia Wilson.
It's time for a quick commercial break, Vanguard.
But don't go away, Knights. We have much more coming your way.
Constantly searching for service? Service doesn't have to be this hard. Horizon Wireless.
Look, things happen. Sometimes you just gotta look at life and say, oh man, life, you're not very fun, but you know, stuff's still gonna happen. Economy's in shambles, Washington's bankrupt. Times are tough. Water's more expensive, gas more expensive, eggs, butter, wheat, love, expensive. Cookies are expensive, man. Cookie prices are about to go up. Now it's 3 cookies for $2. Sad to say, now take out your anger on a cookie. Vanguard isn't the only place with a focus on great sports.
That's true. Our community is taking steps towards building a new spring training facility for the Yankees. Reporter Johnny Walker is first up to bat to talk about the breaking of ground for this newest project.
When you hear the sound of cars, you're probably on a busy road. This road just so happens to be Highway 200, and the new plan is for the highway to connect to a pretty big future venue. That venue is the minor league Yankee Stadium.
Well, probably bring a lot of more attraction to the area, and the kids will love it. I think it will make a nice impact to this area.
While some think it is a great idea, there are others that think quite the opposite.
Well, it's disappointing to me because I'm an equine veterinarian, so I'd like to see the big horse farms. I had no idea that was going on, so it's disappointing to me.
In a recent commission meeting for the proposal of the stadium, board members and citizens of Marion County debated on whether the future of Ocala is strong enough for a commitment like this.
This is the propaganda here, and the push for this is unbelievable. And again, if the Yankees want to come here, great, but they should pay for it.
Ocala Mayor Kent Gwynn explains to us how this venue will not only help with economic issues, but also with citizen issues.
You know, one of the things that I was talking about, families that we talked about, is it's a family event. They have moms, dads, kids go there. Where we're located right here in Ocala, you're going to get a lot of state tournaments to come here. We already have the Cal Ripken League that comes here, and that probably impacts this community several $1 million while they're here.
While county commissioners still debate with the community on whether the Yankee Stadium is a good idea or not, Tuesday, board members put off a decision in order to raise taxpayers a half-cent strictly through the construction period.
Shall a half-cent sales tax be approved for Marion County beginning January 1, 2015, with all funds dedicated to economic development, tourism, and job creation, including a community stadium that will also host local events?
You can check out the next Yankee Stadium meeting December 17th at 4 p.m. in City Hall. Johnny Walker with Emily Merriam and Morgan Dotson, Nightly News.
An item that receives almost no controversy is how much the people of Ocala love Downtown Square.
My favorite part of this town is definitely the holiday lights and cheerfulness Ocalians bring to the season.
And this year, a new member of our community was able to experience the excitement of downtown. Reporters Jordan Brown and Savannah Ewers get to see how the lights of Ocala light up the heart of this young boy.
For many people, Light Up Ocala is just another annual event, but for Mark Arsenal, it was a brand new experience.
This is actually his first time going to Light Up Ocala.
And with the event's food, games, and rides, it was sure to keep this 6-year-old preoccupied.
Mark is one of those excitable little kids, so I'm pretty positive he was really excited and hyped up for it.
I'm so excited.
And of the many activities, Mark definitely found a favorite.
I think Mark's favorite part was actually building a bear shark.
My favorite part is Build-A-Bear.
But when the lights came on, it became one of the best parts of the night.
When the lights came on, Mark was very excited. He was intrigued, I would say.
I'm really so excited when the lights came up.
And because this year was such a big hit, one can only assume that he has plans to come back next year.
I think Mark would like to come back to Light Up Ocala next year.
I want to come back next year.
So if you have plans to come to Light Up Ocala next year, you better watch out for a very excited and energetic Mark Arsenal. Reporting for Nightly News, this has been Jordan Brown and Savannah Ewers.
Well, this brings us to a close for this week, Vanguard.
But be sure to stick around for our film team's latest short film at the end of this broadcast.
Also, don't forget to check us out at nightlynews.org, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for our latest updates. I'm Will Giberson.
And I'm Julia Wilson.
Have a fantastic day, Vanguard.
Every person we will ever meet will go away one day. They will drift away from our lives. They'll slowly decrescendo until they are silent and vanish on a single faint note. But but I never expected Hannah to fade as lightly and as gradually as she did. She left me with the memory of an echo, which, 6 weeks later, I'm already straining to remember.
Happy early birthday, Eric. I hope this gift isn't too early. This is one of my favorite albums, and I hope it's another good addition to your collection. Love, Hannah.
November 12th, 2 days before she died. What are you looking for?
It's nothing.
You sure? Don't lie to me.
You don't know the half of it, Eric.
What do you mean?
You don't know what I've been through or what people have been saying about me. Eric, are you okay?
Yeah.